convention is coming up quickly in Las Vegas. I got to tell you guys that I'm super excited about this. I've been working on some cool things today. I'm going to share those with you in just a moment. But before we do that, let me just give you guys a little taste of what Vegas is going to be like here next month. All right, so once again, the event is coming up here, the Elevate Global Convention, August 23rd through August 26th. You know, I was talking to Summer about this just over the weekend. I still remember the first convention that I ever went to. It was in Florida, in Palm Beach, Florida. And I went out to this event and I didn't know what to expect because I'd never been to a convention before. And I have to tell you that I was absolutely blown away. I remember the morning of the event, you know, they keep the doors shut, they get everything right in the room, and then they open up the doors, and the music was just, the bass was going, and I walked in, and I remember seeing the lights, and I think there might have even been smoke. I don't know, at this point, I might have, you know, over the years, I've made it better than it really was. But it was an amazing feeling, an amazing experience. And I just remember sitting there listening, and truly, it was like my baptism into the industry, because I just remember thinking, this is awesome, and listening to the motivational speakers. And I remember Summer wasn't with me, and I remember coming out of that event, day one, calling her saying, listen, it is on. Like, you and I have been dabbling in this business, but it's time to all in. So it was just an awesome experience. And I share that with you because I know that some of you guys might be on the fence about going to this event, and the best thing that I can tell you is that it is so worth it to get yourself there. The event is August 23rd through the 26th, and what you're gonna, first of all, the regular admission tickets are the only tickets that are left. The preferred admission and the VIP tickets are now sold out. I did talk to the owner today, and they're trying to figure out how to rearrange the room so they can get more VIP tickets, because a lot of people are still trying to get them, but they truly are sold out. There are some room rates that give you a discounted rate at the Red Rock. The Red Rock is a beautiful hotel. Rooms are normally well over $300 per night, so they've got a great room block. They are selling out very quickly. And here's the schedule of events. So it actually kicks off on Thursday. There's going to be some different activities. You don't really need to be in there till Friday, but Thursday, if you want to be there, there's a Global Platinum and Above leadership event, 7:30 to 10:30 for bowling. And then on Friday, is the registration from 8 till 10 in the morning. And then from there, they're doing something really cool. They're actually doing a charity project between 10 and noon that I'm super stoked about, that you can go and have an opportunity to be able to give back. You know, everybody wants to be a part of a movement, something bigger than themselves. And this is a great way for us to do a cool service project. So we're doing that from 10 until noon. And then from 12 to 3, you can come learn how to become a product of the product. There's going to be some different trainings and demonstrations about these products. So if you're unfamiliar with the financial tools, or if you're unfamiliar with FX1, or, you know, how the trades work, these type of things, this is where you come and get that education. And then they're doing something really cool at this convention. So they're actually giving time for the teams to do their own individual trainings between 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So we'll actually be doing our own crypto club event between 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock on Friday, where we're getting our community together. You're going to be hearing from some of our top leaders, and each one of them is going to have an opportunity to train. And we've got some really good skills-based training that we're going to be bringing you on Friday. And then in the evening, there is an opportunity for a meet and greet. The VIPs get an hour with the founders before it kicks off, or half an hour before it kicks off for everyone else. And there's a meet and greet, and then there's a recognition dinner that evening as well. And then on Saturday, same thing. We've got general admission, 10 to 2, and then from 2 to 9 is team time. And I'm going to tell you guys what I'm working on. We haven't finalized this yet, but I think we found the location today. We are working on renting a mansion for our team. And at this mansion, it's got a pool, it's got a volleyball, and we're going to have the afternoon session at the mansion on Saturday, followed by pool volleyball, barbecuing, and just having a great time with our team on Saturday night. So guys, it's going to be worth it. And if you haven't made that commitment to be there yet, I strongly encourage you guys to be there, because it's going to be a fantastic event, and we want to see you. We want to spend some time with you and just get to know you better. It's one of the best parts about this business. So, okay, let's keep the call rolling. I want to make sure that I know we've got some people on the East Coast. It's a little bit later on, so we're going to keep the call moving along. So listen, I love to spotlight somebody every single week that's just doing an outstanding job in their business. And there was no question this week for me who I wanted to spotlight. I want to congratulate Corey Cromray for coming in here last week and just crushing it, you guys. Day one, he went generator. You see there, we crossed that out. Then I made a new picture that said builder or executive business builder. So we skipped builder and went to executive business builder at 6K. I think that was on a second day. And by the time he finished up this weekend, I think probably by the time he finished up Friday night, really, he was now at 10K. And guys, he's crushing it. I was trying to do the math today on what he's earned so far. He's earned over $2,000 in monthly bonuses so far. But if you look at the upfront commissions that he's earning on a lot of the mining packs that he's brought in, I mean, he's probably brought in close to $100,000 or $75,000 or so in mining. He can correct me here in a moment. But he's earned over $7,000 in commissions in his first week into the business. And so I just thought, man, I really want the team to hear from him. And I want them to just hear his excitement and his enthusiasm. He literally was on a dinner appointment tonight where he's probably sharing the opportunity even right now. So he said he would step out of dinner to say hello to everybody. So Corey, are you here with us, brother?
Yeah, can you hear me, buddy?
I can hear you okay. Thanks for stepping out of dinner tonight.
Absolutely. It's definitely my pleasure, and thank you so much for having me on. I'm excited.
Well, we're excited to have you, and obviously you're just rocking and rolling right now, and I always, I believe we're in the business of contagious enthusiasm, and, obviously that we want to share in your excitement. I think the team wants to know first and foremost why you chose to come over here. What was it about Kuvera that got your attention?
Well, actually, to be completely honest, you got my attention. And that's just honestly, I've been following you for a long time, and just love your stand-up leadership, your integrity, and how you, really just promote yourself. And so I kind of watch everything that you do for probably 5-6 years now, to be honest. And this was just one of those things where I said, okay, Travis is onto something, and I better take a look at this before it's too late. And here I'm $150,000 into launching my own company, and I knew that there was one element missing that I just could not figure out, and that was crypto. And obviously, Kuvera figured crypto out. I mean, there's just no secret. Kuvera is on the map for crypto, and I truly believe that it will be the absolute biggest name in crypto. Definitely this year, over the next couple of years for sure. And, if I have anything to do with it along with you, it will absolutely be on the map forever. So I said, you know what? Hey, listen, I talked to all my business partners. I said, guys, listen, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we just take our company and we go position ourselves in Kuvera and we launch with them. They have everything figured out. They got the best backend I've seen in years. I mean, we just can't even compete at the level that they're competing at. And they take all the things that we're missing, and then we can just add our value to where they are, and we can build a dynasty. And, everything for us was, where can we position our company to benefit the most people? Where can we help the most people get financially free? Where can we help the most people succeed? And it just made sense to partner our brand with Kuvera and launch a team. So that's why I'm here.
I love it. And what's motivating you to be so aggressive with your launch? I mean, you've been extremely aggressive from the time that you said, okay, today is day one. It's not going to be one day for me. Today is day one. You've been extremely aggressive. Tell me a little bit about that. What's your mentality there?
Well, every day is day one for me. So it's like, how many people's lives can I impact today, right? I don't say, hey, listen, I've been in the company for 24 hours. Let's see what record I can break. Every single day this is the day that I joined, and I'm going to do everything I can. Now, I know a lot of people make excuses when they launch. And actually this week I could make, as you can hear my voice, as many excuses as anybody possibly can. My wife was out of town for 3 days, so I had my two kids who are 3 and 1.5 years old. And watching them for 3 days, launching a business is kind of difficult, to tell you the truth. And then 2 days ago, I came down with bronchitis. So I actually have bronchitis right now, and I'm actually at the golf course meeting with a really high-end client, and I'm still going. It's just nothing stopping me. And it's because, everything that I do in life is, I know what it took for me to get to where I'm at, and, as a 16-year-old high school dropout who really had no vision for anything successful in life, I am the guy that, just wants to show people that it's possible, right? That if I can do it, there's no reason why you can't do it. So when I'm going to go do something, I'm going to put 110% of everything I am into it. Because if I do that, then it'll awaken people to realize, hey, listen, all the excuses I make for why I can't do this or I can't do that, they're absolutely irrelevant. If they can look at me and say, well, goddamn, like if that guy can do it, why can't I do it? You know what I mean? So I just go and I say, listen, if I'm going to launch something and I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it with everything that I got. I don't care how sick I am. I don't care what my circumstances are. I think that everything that, you face in life, there's always things that you face in life that are harder. So it's like, okay, I'm launching a business here. So for me, it's how many people's lives can I impact today? I know that the opportunity can set people free. And I know that for the first time in my life, when I looked just up at the sun one day coming shining through the trees, and I realized that, I'm free. I'm free from financial bondage. I'm free from, anything that finances would have to do to impact my life in a negative way. I started looking at life from a completely different perspective and outlook. So I know that once you get people there, now they can start living like truly who they are, right? And be so appreciative every single day of every single person they come into contact with. Realistically, it's like, I don't even care if somebody joins me in business. I just want them to have a better life because they met me in some way, shape, or form. So it's not like I have to go sit down with this person. If they don't join my business, I'm disappointed. I'll make sure that I leave an impression on them, so much so that when the time is right, they're going to call me. And even if they never do, I'll still make sure that they feel better about themselves today than before they met me. So here they've just lived their whole life today. And maybe they went through this, maybe they went through that, maybe they didn't go through anything, but I just want to make an impression enough that they say, hey man, because I met that guy today, I'm going to live a little bit more happy. I'm going to be a little bit more grateful. I'm going to count my blessings a little bit more. And when I do that and I put myself in that mindset, it just seems like everything's attracted to me. And you hear things all the time, like law of attraction, and you're putting your mind on the prize and focusing on where you want to go and not what you're going through. And when you do that, it really just kind of gets attracted to you. And it's really the energy that you put off. People are attracted to that energy. So when I started launching and I started calling everybody, it's like they can feel it. Like they say, hey, I have no, like, put it this way. I'm sitting down with a guy right now. He says, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm in. He says, I'll figure it out later, and it's just like, all right, it's good. But that's just how it is, right? If you put yourself to where, I don't care if they know what I'm doing, but I'm going to tell you right now, every single person who meets with me or talks to me, they know 100% that I believe in what I'm doing. And if they believe that I believe in what I'm doing, then it's just really a decision of, do I want to follow this guy or not?
Guys, he is dropping some serious wisdom. I hope you guys are paying attention. He said a lot there, but the two things that stood out to me, first of all, Corey's leaving people better than he finds them. And that's just a law of attraction thing, right? It's not about the sale for him. It's about leaving people better than he finds them, looking for opportunities to find value. That was absolutely golden. And then, believe. He believes. You can tell he genuinely believes in not just Kuvera, but in himself and where he's going. And people are latching onto him because they just want to be a part of that. And if you can grasp that concept and understand that sometimes you're not just selling the opportunity. I don't want to just say sometimes. Most of the time, you're not selling the opportunity. You're selling yourself and the opportunity for people to partner with you. Corey, in the last couple of minutes, what would be the words of wisdom that you would share from your listening? What would you want to?
I would just say this. It doesn't matter where you're at in life. You can look at leaders like Travis. You can look at leaders like, Tiffany and Richie and all the guys, everybody out there that's crushing the comp plan, crushing the company, crushing contracts. You could look at everybody and you'd say, man, if only I was like them, I could do better, or I could do more, or man, I would be able to close more sales. But in actuality, you are us. Like you're us. You just have to put yourself in a mindset that, hey, listen, life is going to go on, whether the next person says yes or the next person says no. And you face many more challenges and many more struggles than a rejection or a simple no or anything could ever do to you to cause you harm that you've probably already experienced anyways. So if you believe in the opportunity that you have, then it is actually a disgrace to not go out and tell every single person you know about it or every single person you've come into contact with about it. Because if you truly believe that this is a vehicle that can help people and set people free, you're going to launch your business like I'm launching it right now. Out of every single person I have in business with me right now, there's only actually one of them who's probably on this call right now that's ever been in business and network marketing with me before. And that's another thing I can say too. A lot of the guys that I have in right now, they haven't even launched their businesses yet. They're just launching right now. And I've been launching so hard and so fast that, we're finally all coming together on Wednesday to have our meeting to launch everybody, and it's like, they just know, like, this is it. Like, I haven't seen you like this in years. There's something here. There's something going on. And it's just the way I portray myself. I hold posture with everybody. I don't need anybody to join the business with me. I'm just going to let them know that this is truly an opportunity that I believe is the best thing out there right now to help anybody have a chance at breaking through the mold. And you know what? There's a lot of opportunities out there that can set people free. I just look at opportunities that can set people free the quickest. And, I actually heard Travis say on one of the presentations or one of the calls, or maybe the first presentation I even watched, he said, there people say that there's no quick way to getting rich or something like that. Well, yeah, there is. There actually is. There is actually a lot quicker ways to get free than others. And when we were putting our business model together before we decided to, partner up with Kuvera and launch here and just, kind of just come together all as one big family, we really did that because we believed we could help more people as a whole than what we could do independently. We believe that partnering with Travis and Summer and partnering with the Kuvera brand, we can impact people much, much faster and much, much quicker. And that's really what is in it for us. We want to impact as many people's lives as we can, and we want to set people financially free the quickest, because you can learn debt consolidation. You can learn how to, eliminate all these financial struggles and financial hurdles and learn financial discipline. But the first thing that you can do for somebody is get results in their pocket. Once they have results, they trust you a little bit more. They listen to you a little bit more. They follow you a little bit more. And then when we can come in and create a culture and create that disciplined leadership that they follow and start applying those morals and ethics into their lives, now you have people becoming better moms, better dads, better husbands, better wives. So it's like you trick them with the money, and then you trick them into having a better life. So that's what it was for us, and that's what it is for us, and that's why we're gonna, we're gonna set some records. That's the plan, right?
Love it.
And I'll just leave you guys with this. So a 16-year-old high school dropout that didn't know anything about business, that the only thing I knew was how to pound nails. And I got involved in network marketing when I was 21 and had a good run in network marketing, but it was the same thing over and over, selling coffee, selling juices, selling shakes. And sometimes I would win and sometimes I would fail. But what I realized is that the majority of people aren't going to succeed in those markets. And actually, I kind of got sick of sitting across the table from somebody promising them all their hopes and dreams and goals, but I knew that 90% of everybody I sat down in front of was going to fail. Here we have an opportunity to position people into a marketplace that is so new and so just fresh. And I'm talking about crypto. I think it's going to be one of the biggest things that the world ever sees. But not only crypto, I mean, you guys, you got to think Forex is a huge thing too. And for those of you that aren't capitalizing on Forex, I'm just going to show you a little something here. Forex just bought me this $120,000 car. And I just learned how to trade 5 years ago. So, that's Forex. Forex paid for that whole car in cash. And I actually, on the same day that I bought it, I retired my mom. So that's what Forex did for me. So now you got to think of, not only do I have this, phenomenal opportunity in crypto, probably one of the best and biggest movements that crypto will ever see. I truly believe it. And I'm going to absolutely play my part in it. And everybody that's with me is going to play their part as well. But we also have Forex, guys. And Forex is a major, major industry. And Forex is actually where we were going to launch our company, because we looked at network marketing. We looked at affiliate looked at all these different situations, and what we figured out was Forex was the quickest way to set people free. And then we were going to give them an opportunity on the back end to market our Forex products. Well, look at what Kuvera is. So now we can come and add our value in Forex, in futures, and we can actually come in with, securities license in those industries, and we can add value to the team. And at the same time, you guys can add value to us by leading the crypto charge. And, we're just all going to win together, and we're happy to be here. And I'm shooting for 50K this month. And I know I only have two weeks to do it. So I kind of got shorted on my month, but it's going to happen. So just watch. And if I commit to something, it's going to happen. So we got a lot of contracts coming in. We got 2 more 25Ks coming in, and I got another 100K coming in next Thursday. So I'm not stopping. And, my voice will probably be gone. I'll be writing down on pieces of paper how it works, But hey, I love Travis. He's awesome. Travis attracted me to this company. And now that I'm learning about it and we understand it, all of us are excited, and we just can't wait to see everybody in Vegas. And I hope you guys all take everything I say seriously, because it's up to you. If you want to win in this business, you can absolutely do it. It just starts with a decision and then having discipline to act every single day. So I love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Corey. Appreciate it. The chat box is just lighting up right now. We are definitely feeling you, brother. So go enjoy that dinner. Looking forward to spending some time with you in Vegas. Guys, this is an example. This is the type of energy that you have an opportunity to be around by coming to Vegas, because Corey's there. In fact, the first thing he said to me, one of the first things after he enrolled was, I need 10 VIP tickets. I don't even know who I'm giving them to yet, but can you get me 10 VIP tickets? And I just want to give you an idea of how leaders' minds work, because he knew that he was going to have those people in those seats. He didn't even know who they were going to be yet. So anyways, want to just give everybody a reminder of where we're at this month. I call this the turn. We're on the turn. So if you've ever played Hold'em, Texas Hold'em before, cards, there's a flop that comes out. There's 3 cards. And then you have the turn, which is the 4th card that comes around. Well, right now, we're halfway through the month. We're coming up on that 3rd week of the month. It's the turn. And really, this week sets you up for a strong finish. What you do this week ultimately determines how you're going to be able to close the month out in the red zone. So strongly encourage everybody to buckle down, get focused in on your 5-5-2s, right? 5 invites a day, 5 follow-ups per day, 2 presentations per day. That's a part-time plan. So every single one of you part-time can knock that out. Do not go to bed without completing your 5-5-2. I guarantee you guys that if you start getting religious and consistent with that 5-5-2, about 30 days from now, you're going to start to see the results and start to get really, really excited with what's happening in your business. So let's get focused in. Look at where you are. Make sure you know exactly where your volume is in your back office. Make sure you know if you've got who's running in your organization and what you need to do to be able to get to that next rank. And I want to just remind everyone, don't discount. I know we focus on ranks and end of month and month-end bonuses, but guys, I got to tell you, there's a lot of money in week to week in this compensation plan. If you're going out, especially if, we've started to make it a priority just to start calling friends up that we know that are successful and do have money, and basically just saying, listen, I want to get to lunch with you. I want to share an idea with you. And as a result of that, we've started to move some higher end mining contracts. And you start moving $25,000 mining contracts, you'll be real happy with the type of commissions that you're receiving. So just take that into consideration. And finally, last but definitely not least, we are going to go to our mentoring minute. And it is my pleasure to be able to introduce our mentor tonight. He actually did the presentation earlier this evening like a champ. He had his son come into the room, which is awesome because I totally relate to that. And I'm like, yes, I'm not the only one. So he handled it gracefully. I love this guy with all my heart. I love him and his wife. Truly, some of my best friends in the world. I just cannot tell you how much I think of him as a person, as a leader, and somebody that I think has so much value to share with the world and with you guys. I don't even think he realizes it yet. And when he does one day, you better watch out for this guy. But I love him dearly, and I invited him to come on tonight and share anything that he wants to share with you guys of value that can help you guys take your business to the next level. So with that, Mr. Richie Hood, take it away, brother.
Thanks, buddy. I always love listening to you, and introductions like that, just they almost bring a tear to my eye. But, I'm one of those guys that whenever I'm out to teach somebody, or whenever I'm asked to speak at church or things like that, I speak about things that I'm going through and things that I'm struggling with and things that I need help with. So I want to set the stage right from the very beginning. This is something that I'm struggling with. And I'm before I got in network marketing, I probably didn't read a handful of books once I got out of college. Never been a reader. But one of the things getting into network marketing, self-development is huge. And so I became a reader. And one of the guys I love to read is a guy named Mark Batterson. He's a Christian author. He's a minister at a church in Washington, D.C., but he released a book not too long ago called Play the Man. And there's just one story that he tells that I wanted to share with you guys today that really kind of captivates where I'm at and probably speaks to a lot of where you're at as well. So I'm just going to read through it real quick. He talks about Mark is a young guy, probably in his early 40s, but he's got several kids. And one thing's that he doesn't have as many kids as Travis does, but but he's got several kids. And one of the things that he always wants to do is have a rite of passage year for them. It's a mentoring year, and they look at it from several different perspectives, from a physical activity to spiritual activity to a bunch of other things. But one of the things that he does is he has a trip with each one of his kids. And with this kid, his son named Parker, they went through the Grand Canyon, 23 miles hike. And so this is his story. He says, as Parker and I hiked our way out of the canyon, zigzagging up the final stretch of the Bright Angel Trail, we spotted hundreds of sightseers lining the south rim. Maybe it was the exhaustion from 2 days of hiking, but I had a moment of revelation. Our clothes were caked with orange-colored canyon clay, mixed with salty, sweaty stains. Flies hovered us. We were parched and scorched, bone-weary. And there stood these sightseers, looking like they'd just emerged from their air-conditioned hotel rooms after a cool shower, zestfully clean. And some of them were even licking ice cream cones. But for a split second, I hated those sightseers. Then I felt sorry for them. They were seeing it and missing it at the same time. Why? Because you cannot fully appreciate what you have not personally experienced. That's when I came up with a name for the people who stay at a distance, standing and staring, but never hiking into the canyon. Rim huggers. It reminded me of the Man in the Arena speech by Teddy Roosevelt. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, who is covered with sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes out short again and again, because there's no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually sacrifice or actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who never knew victory or defeat. He says, and I'm kind of paraphrasing this, our businesses are full of rim huggers. People who feel like we're doing exactly what we need to do by showing up to the nightly call, but not doing the work during the day. And I'm saying that I'm one of those people, and something that I'm working on. We want the joy without sacrifice. We want character without suffering. We want success without failure. We want pain without, or we want gain without pain. We want a testimony without the test, and we want it all without going all in. Too many of us, including myself, have been sitting from a nice little position looking at what it could be and looking at the beauty of what it is instead of getting down into it and seeing it for what it is, seeing the greatness that lies down in the canyon. This business is like nothing else. And for those of us who have grasped that and have worked hard once or twice or 10 times to get out of corporate America or whatever it is to get into this and do it full time, we know that how good it is. Except sometimes we get on a little perch and start just looking at it for the beauty and quit doing this, putting in the effort. So that's where I'm at tonight, guys. I'm ready to get back in the canyon with you guys.
Love it. Thank you, Richie. That was outstanding. Absolutely great message. That's all we've got for you guys tonight. We've got a great presentation lined up for you tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 Eastern, Tuesday nights. Is that Mrs. McCormick? Is that Mrs. McCormick? I think it is. Yep. Tiffany McCormick is up tomorrow night, 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern. I would challenge all of you guys to get down in the canyon and make it a goal to have at least 1 or 2 people on that call tomorrow night and show up with you there as well. And let's double the numbers for tomorrow night, tomorrow night's call. Tiffany definitely deserves the support. She brings it every single week, and let's all show up big to support her. So let's go have a big week, you guys. As always, if there's anything that I can do, please don't hesitate to reach out. You've got an amazing leadership team. We've got all the tools to be successful. Icon update. We're so close, you guys. You guys will be seeing me working on it all weekend. I'm just making sure the content is right, working out the glitches. We're real close and going to be doing some trainings on it in the very, very near future. I promise you guys. So you guys have a fantastic evening. Thank you, Richie. Thank you, Corey. Thank you guys for being just an amazing team. Get yourselves to Vegas. It'll be worth it. We'll see you guys soon.